everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Panthers going up against the Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 23. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Play action now. Hackenberg. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Green.
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's hauled in by Shepard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Newton now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The drive will start with an option going left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Denard Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. 9 yards on the gain there. So from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start out here with the option left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Robinson being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Steps away to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Robinson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The former Boston College linebacker up the road, Luke Kuechly, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. Knocked down from the side. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers and possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless. And
he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano out to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Let's go!
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Watch right, watch right. Hurry up, here we go.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. Dancing to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same.
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The drive will start with an option going left. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Robinson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down. Being chased out left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
Leopard! Ready? Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Over
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The tight end Olsen in motion. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Steps away to his left. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Hackenberg looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's the option going left on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Newton now on second down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Newton on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Newton, throw left side, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Malone. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, Newton. Now he's forced out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Copeland in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder, the rookie from Miami.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Halfback sent in motion. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There is none there for him.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Robinson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the eye. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian Michael, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go cook it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Let's go!
Throwing, Hackenberg. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. from the gun, Hackenberg. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch left. All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Hackenberg again. Bryant with a catch right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down.
Hackenberg now. Dancing to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, Newton. The 20. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing here, Newton. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.